No, actually, VICI starting on that T side.
Alrighty.
There you have it. Like, that is something we always talk about, right? The hypothetical of a team actually picking the T side and dictating the pace. We're finally getting to see that now in day 2 of the Road to Rio games.
Tiger, however, were very strong on their defense yesterday. So let's see if they can make that one happen again. Now, as we do get into the match, we see VICI. They are just going to be starting to head over towards A, it seems. Starting the group up there. Good utility ready to be used. And Kaze looking to take point out of a main utility. Gets them straight out, and it's going to be uncontested. Tiger looking to play for the retake. Yep,
and it's just Urkast going to be sitting back at CT spawn with a bit of utility. Maybe he'll drop that HE grenade to try to do a bit of damage with that kit on the CTs as well. They're going to be very comfortable coming back into this. 2 smoke grenades to play with as well. And a lot of time, honestly, for Tiger to get their way back into this, as there's 1 on the flank and 3 coming in through CT, 1 contesting window, but Kaze is looking the wrong way. It's going to be 9 picking up the first one to kick off the retake.
On the way back in, NCL will be dropping that smoke on the bomb. There is a kit to play with as well. And he is going to stick this. So 9, can he provide the cover? Looks like that is going to be reeled the whole way through. No one falling for Tiger, and a perfect round there on the retake. VICI, they have that buff to the economy with that bomb plant, but they have no round to show for it.
Yeah, and that's really well played from Tiger. Just using the utility at the right time and just retaking it. They understand they've got plenty of time. 5 kills. I mean, they take everyone down without losing a single player. I'd be pretty happy about that if I was Tiger. But it's actually going to be just the full buy coming out from VG at the moment. Or is it just a single AK from Jam Young and an Orman with the AK? This is interesting. That's the very slow buy coming out from VG, which eventually gets across.
No one spotting anything at mid early on there, but that smoke will deny any extra information. 9 still just hanging around on the short side of window. Cabal controlling ladder. And VICI sending 4 men straight up the guts.
Yep, they need to isolate a lot of these angles because they just don't have the utility really to fight it out. So you can't just throw all these smokes and not try to take territory by it. Orman's going to make his way into ladder room, but Cabal's there ready and waiting, and that's when the AK is lost. No one really in position to trade. So VG wasn't expecting early on just Tiger putting all these aggressive forces in. And now they're going to slowly start rotating back to that A bomb site, but only a single smoke grenade for them to play with. And Jam Young, no armor with that Deagle. He's going to have to hit some blinders.
Waiting for the right moment, waiting for that utility advent, standing in wait with a flash at A main, and in come the troops, although Dobu manages to dodge it behind Ticket there, but the push comes out through A main already. Over to Tetris. Can they figure out this puzzle though?
So good utility to push off the angles, but the problem is they still need to get a bomb plant down, and Connector is completely open. Kaze does well to get the damage across, but now the rest of Tiger are going to be answering in spades. Jam Young still alive and kicking, and now Kaze also using that Galil to some pretty good effect, but still Tiger coming up on top. NCL with 3. So VC are going to have to, I guess, just buy a couple of pistols into this.
Stronghold there from Tiger in the end, but it got very dicey indeed. Huge shots coming out from those Deagles in the hands of VICI, and you can tell that they are certainly ready for this matchup. But Tiger off to a strong start, looking like they are about to secure themselves a 3rd, unless these P250s can turn the round on its head.
Yep, so now the B site going to be tested already nice and early. Cabal was the one that was on the receiving end a lot of the time and was successful quite often against Beyond. But Kaze's actually managed to flit his way beyond that incendiary grenade. So he was able to find the correct timing. Could definitely catch NCL off by surprise. Great nades being used by Tiger as well. And now out comes Kaze. He is in front. The flashbang not 100% effective, but the defensive utility has been deployed.
Cabal in a great position here over towards Get right now. Has many bullets to play with, but he swaps to the secondary for whatever reason. Jam Young now manages to find himself a double on the entry. Urkast comes to try to get some revenge. No retrades just yet, and that nade is going to bounce off a bad angle as well. But just tapping away, finds Jam Young, who couldn't get it done. Pulled out the M4, but had no bullets left in it. And now it is just Urkast mopping up the scraps. 9 as well, puts his hand in the mix. And that is going to be 3 on the retake for Urkast and a 3rd on the board for Tiger.
Yep, great stuff from Tiger. Still holding on, just keeping as many guns in this battle alive. VG, though, testing the walls nice and early on. Now out comes the full buy, and there's no AWP in the hands of Kaze just yet. And Tiger, are they going to go for that AWP? Yep, they've already got that AWP nice and early in the hands of Nine, who's looking to just try to control mid nice and early. Cabal also going on a journey as well. So already nice and early on, there's going to be mid-emphasis placed by both teams. Kaze has made his way at top boxes, and there is Cabal ready to fight at Catwalk as well, just behind the smoke.
Smoke a little bit higher as well there, so Nine couldn't quite work it to a one-way. VICI now still have to fight for mid-control. 4 men towards this direction again, as well as Jam Young over into spawn and just looking to deny any aggression. Speaking of, look at Dobu all the way through Pal already.
Yep, he's got the MP9, so some earlier extremity aggression from Tiger, as NCL is actually posted pretty deep into the B-Apps line as well. So Tiger on the front foot at the moment, looking to try to get the way in. But VT, they've taken mid, left Zoking over here in the ladder room, and now they have about a minute left to kind of see where they want to go.
Let's see if Kaze is going to head with that bomb over towards A main. So even though they had full mid control, they're just going to be giving that one up. And Warman looking to sell the fake at B, certainly holding these rotations. Cabal passive on short, even drops a smoke just to deny any B split, but that is not the play. VICI now sending the rest of the troops with that bomb over towards the A site, where we do see Nine and Urcast laying in wait, but Urcast, he's getting very aggressive for this hold.
And he has to, because with 30 seconds left, they've lost B site control, and Urcast, he knows there was one Palace, as Jam Young was able to win that duel against Dobu earlier on. To still, it's going to be an A-site committal, but you do have Orman coming up that connector position quite late. And now Nine also not being smoked off. This is a perfect hold so far from Tiger. No one from VG able to get the entries. Finally something working for them, but there's just no time left. Advent has to go for the plant, and this should be denied. No, yes, there it is.
Great job from Cabal, just to deny that at the perfect moment, and Orman couldn't get another round on the board. So Tiger, so far so good. Clean start to the first map of the series.
Yep, no complaints so far for Tiger. Whereas for VG, just unable to find their way onto the sites. The firepower failing them so far. Only Jam Young really the one that's putting some dents in the CTs in the first tactical pause coming out for VG. They're a team that does actually like calling these pauses quite often.
I love this music. It's great music. Good tune. Got it on my Spotify, actually. When I'm just waiting for something to happen that I really want to happen, I play this song.
What do you want to happen from VG, I guess? That's my question to you, Mac.
Bit more shots being hit. You know, they haven't really had a moment to shine yet. They did obviously put themselves on this T side to kick off the festivities and allowed Tiger, their favourite side, to start things as well. And look, once they get that confidence going, you can't let Urcast run rampant like he did yesterday, or you can see what happens.
Yeah, I think the scary thing for, I guess, looking at Tiger at the moment is that they're playing a completely different look to what we saw yesterday. It's almost like they are understanding what VG are doing. And they're just changing it up dynamically, just making sure they're shifting it back and forth, keeping it difficult for VG to read what's happening. And all players firing on all cylinders so far. And NCL once again. Yesterday we saw Cabal taking the AWP nice and early on into the B-Apps position on that double AWP, but this time around it's actually NCL that's locking it down, and he's been really good with his utility so far. Barely takes any damage, doesn't give this space up for free. And the HE grenades have been timed to pretty good perfection. It's Jam Young trying to find the timing. Can't really land the deagle shot. Bomb grouping and making its way over to the B bomb site, Mac, but with only a single smoke and a couple of flashbangs, I don't know about this.
Well, let's see if the M4s are going to be able to hold off the push, and it looks like it's so far so good. Up short, Zoking starts to make his move, though, and with this Tech 9, it could be very dangerous. Cabal, proficient on the rifle of his own as well, and NCL will kick off the round. Big pick coming out, and oh, beautiful flashes from VICI to open up the round, and good timing of the pushes. The crunch onto Cabal is a wonderful flash into market, but in the 3v4, will we see Tiger go for this one? Looks like we will. Urcast coming in from underpass, one up short and one in market, but Nine doesn't want to get too aggressive there with the AWP all by his lonesome.
And Dobu has so many corners that he needs to check. He's going to find the first fight, but Zoking's going to come out on top. So I think this is the part where they bail, but Urcast is actually just picked off before they can bail. So VG, on the back of a force by a couple of good flashbangs, they're able to take this B site territory and get the entries across. Great flashbangs coming out, in all honesty. That completely blinds NCL, and there is absolutely nothing that he can do. Jam Young with that advanced positioning, able to punish. Pretty much take control of the bomb site alongside with Zoking.
Just goes to show the importance of those flashbangs and making sure that they hit the right marks to clear the right position. So VICI certainly utilising the utility perfectly there. They didn't have the greatest of buys, but they come out of that with a round and some free upgrades on weapons as well. And that is going to be a huge boost to the economy. Yeah,
and for Tiger, I mean, talking about economy, it's not good enough to actually get rifles back into this. They're forcing up, but it's just, well, a FAMAS and a couple of pistols. Obviously, Nine's AWP was retained from that previous round. So, look, they can still combat this, but now VICI, they have the AKs and M4s in hands. And already, look at Orman's positionings. He's just straight up there. He's already in ladder.
A little bit of W gameplay sometimes does not go astray. And he's going to have his back to Cabal there, throwing that utility before the smoke fades there on short. And now with this 5-7, we see a boost coming out from NCL, but Orman's already made his way straight through. Might be able to win that engagement. There it is. Nine falling. Great trade after he took down Zoking. Jam Young, even with the pre-fire, gets some damage. Dobu, nerves of steel, but still gets spotted again as he continues to fight. And that's brought back to the 3v3. Jam Young doing a great job there. But now it's all about the post plants.
Yep, and Urcast does have a kit and the AWP to play with. Rifles also retrieved for the rest of the members on Tiger as well. VG kind of spread out here. Only two players really able to play that crossfire position. And Advent just spotting the cross, which has to happen for Tiger if they're going to make their way into it. About 20 seconds left on the timer. 15 seconds to find people, but Kaze is able to open up the engagement, and he's just pretty much cleaned up this round by himself. Urcast just off to save that AWP once again. Tiger are going to be on the eco for the next one as VG take the second round and 3 guns forward.
So VICI starting to get a wriggle on as they put 2 together. Can they find a third? It looks like they should. As Tiger, they will have the AWP to play around, but that's about it. Some upgrades there. You've got 9 with the Deagle, and he's got some money to maybe even drop some extra pistols, maybe P250s to the rest of the boys, but there's that cover as well. Jam Young doing a great job making sure that bomb successfully is planted in that 6th round, but into the 7th we go, and Tiger, they're going to go for the single man at A and a bit of mid control. Oh, boost up into ladder nice and early just to get 9 into that position, knowing that they saw VICI getting very aggressive up short in the previous round, looking for a counter.
Yeah, but it's just going to be an A-site execute coming out from VG, and there's only a single person here. That AWP is on the other side. All the smoke's in.
And Tiger just going to be forced to play for the retake. There's nothing they could do to hold up against these AKs. And it's 9 looking for some contact here. Zoking playing over at Texter there just in front of CT. He doesn't have to move until someone else is going to be spotted. Orman doesn't make the jump there into the smoke. Unfortunate positioning. And Zoking, his position's now known, so he can be locked into this corner, but still his teammates able to fully help him out. Orman going to be flashed onto the line there, still just clearing out jungle. But VICI completely realise they have a perfect round here if they can get Zoking out. And there's the Deagle shots, big damage. And a second as well. Dobu sharp on the Deag, but he might not be able to get away. There it is, Kaze with the mop-up from short. And maybe some rifles retrievable,
no, but here's the problem.
Where the AKs went. Nothing.
Here's the problem, is that Urcast fired a shot and the AWP actually was lost for the CTs because Kaze was on the hunt. So, yeah, 2 really good shots from Dobu, but if you're asking me, do you rather get the 2 Deagle shots and take the AKs out of the hands of the Ts or retain the AWP? You already know what my answer is going to be at this stage. VG, look at their money. Doesn't matter if you've taken 2 AKs out of their hands. They're looking pretty healthy on cash for the majority of their members, 8 being the lucky number for 3 of them. Well, 2 of them. Kaze very close to that 8 number. Now, Urcast challenging nice and early, but he hasn't been spotted out until Jam Young somehow comes out on top. Once again, it's just Jam Young who gets the double kill.
One of which is his teammate. So
his teammate.
Bit unfortunate there for Zoking, but Jam Young holding W so well. And Orman able to get the trade, although 9 on the rotation comes in just in time. Bomb is in transition, but it's realised by VICI that both of the Tiger players are currently here on the B site. So that's the A open for free. and Advent will beat him on the rotation. So there it is. That should be the plant. Now it's all about where he plants and if the cover gets there in time. Risky from Advent.
Wouldn't say risky at all, just a default plant. Kaze would be able to know that he's locked them in position, but Dobu reads into the situation. So now this is risky for Advent because he's in a 1v2.
Not in the great post plant for himself, so he will have to fight on the cross here. 9. Not going to spot him straight away. Gets shot in the back of the head. Back to the 1v1. And Dobu looking sharp this match so far. Will clutch another round. And there it is. 5 on the board for Tiger. No tied game yet for VICI.
Yep, VICI going to be still looking for their 4th round as Tiger. I mean, their economy is not looking great. VICI have just been battering away so far. Another buy coming out from VG. As I was saying, their money is just, it's perfectly fine. Kaze's actually picked up the AWP as well. And for Tiger, an MP9 and for Mars to try to solidify the defensive efforts.
Early utility used towards a main. Tiger going for an aggressive approach and clearing that one out nice and early, getting Urcast on the line. And maybe even going to go forward as well, because VICI, they've shown a lot of presence at mid in terms of the utility used. But staying silent for a moment now. Orman, off the back of the flash, will get the line at Con. Smoke off the top of it, as now we see VICI start to make the move up short. That bomb not going to be moving anywhere just yet. Looks like Jam Young might find that one as the 2-man push comes through. Cabal in a great position to deny the short push, though. Flash to the right place, but Zo King, sorry. I thought it was Jam Young.
Zo Young.
Zo Young looking for Jam King, all up short now. It's going to be NCL just holding strong, good smoke placement, and he will fall, using it as a defensive piece of utility. But Jam Young, there it is, again, he's been so crucial at opening up this B site. Zo King already in market door, but that's going to be the 1-man advantage, and VICI don't want to be throwing this one away.
Yeah, the flashbang, I like the idea behind it, but Zoking, unfortunately, is looking at it just a little bit too enthusiastic to go in for a couple of kills, and that's going to signal the retreat for Tiger. Great entries coming out from Jam Young as well as Zoking there.
You really love to watch it, VICI. That structure, it's not there initially, but then all of a sudden the pieces just flow together at one time, and you can see it's so hard for Tiger to deal with it. Even though Tiger are currently in the lead, playing really good for the initial stages of the matchup, you've got to remember that VICI here on the T side, it may not be their favoured side, but they've certainly started to start on it.
Yeah, I mean, it allows them to kind of get the aim trained into it. I mean, it's always the case of you can pick up the AK-47s instead. A lot higher damage coming out from the shots. That single tap headshot as well, allowing you to get really your eye into the game, so to speak. Whereas the M4s, sometimes you can struggle with them a little bit.
Well, into the 10th we go. Can VICI tie it up here and now? Tiger don't have the greatest of buys. 2 M4s and an AWP to play with. They need to get aggressive early, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Push straight up mid. It's Orman isolated, but he realizes that there could be some danger as he is all on his lonesome, so he falls back and gives up full mid control. Urcast about to find out he's got full control of this position as well as he jiggles through, and there's nothing there. Now that's a whole lot of noise made towards the A site, so Tiger starting to posture for the retake.
Yep, and we're just seeing the same smokes once again. One's a connector, one jungle, and one CT is 9. Jumping up. Oh, great jump ups. He spotted up Zoking. A couple of stray bullets from Jam Young, though, tagging NCL down, actually. Oh, it actually does tag down 9 a little bit more. And Jam Young trying to dance around the ladder as Dobu's fighting off pretty well. He's done a lot of damage, but out comes the flank from Orman, trying to spray through. He's going to make his way to window thanks to the bench. And now it's all down to a 2-on-4. House has gone wrong for VICI Gaming. They've just been unable to land the shots. And now Orman coming across, trying to bail his team out of a tricky situation. The bomb plant is in the open. There is a kit for Urcast to play with. He's going to go for the engagement and win that as well. Tiger, a big round for them to pick it up.
Yeah, huge cover coming out from Urcast there. 2K on the retake, but everyone putting their hand in the mix there. Tiger with a very good play. And it all started with Nine just getting that jumping AWP shot. Well, jumping for the info over the smoke there. There it is. Big AWP shot after gaining the information. Lines it up, slots it in, and Urcast big flank as well. Just crunching VICI on that retake.
Yeah, and Jam Young just was unable to do anything from that balcony position. He was spotted out, couldn't get the shots, and he was tagged down too early on, really, to do anything further.
Stuck on the ladder as well, so he couldn't really do anything for a moment. Got a very, very awkward, and Dobu, look, he had that spray transfer as well, which certainly worked out for him.
Yeah, and Urcast actually going quite quickly into Palace now. Still Urcast coming out on top of this engagement. And now VG, they've thrown this A-side execute. They're committing through the Molotovs, but now they have to worry about Palace as well as Urcast dropping utility and dancing around. Dobu also helps out as well. So VG, they're trying to trade. They're just going to slow things down for now as Orman finds the initial pick and decides to push through the jungle smoke. Bomb's going to fall back on this 3-on-4. NCL coming back and reinforcing the B-bomb site.
Well, Urcast is just non-stop moving, trying to get all the information in the world. What's going on here? How is... Okay, Advent must have been hiding in a little corner, and he's managed to take down Urcast, so that brings it to the 3v3, and that should be bomb spotted too. So Tiger, they are going to start on the rotation through. Dobu still wary that Orman could be around that mid area, that window area. Didn't quite hear him dropping into underpass. And with this, the rotation will come back. But there's still so much time on the clock. It's only a minute in.
Yep, looks like they're going to go for the plan as well. Orman's going to drop that smoke. Looks like the wall bangs coming out from the two CT players. All it does is alert VG. And that 2 of the 3 are there.
Dobu edges his way to sight, but it is going to be Kaze denying Cabal with the trade, and it's back to the 2v2. Anyone's ball game at the moment as NCL goes through the smoke and works the timing. Orman couldn't react, and it's all up to Advent. He's up on the first box, going to hold it strong, and with this AK, he goes all the way to the top of Tetris, and he's working it out, but it's NCL on it. Does he have the time? He's certainly got the kit. I think he just barely has it. And there it is in the last second. Clutches it out, and Tiger find yet another. VICI not playing as well as apparently they were yesterday.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair as well, Tiger are really turning up in the series. They're bringing in their A game, playing really smart Counter-Strike so far. They're not randomly pushing in. It really helps that Urcast is able to get those opening picks on the extremities nice and early to help out Tiger. And I think VG are going to have a talk about this right now.
Just sliding that tactical in to figure out what's going wrong and what they can get happening here on the T side. And now if you look at both sides of the board, the kills, they aren't too different. There's only 3 rounds between both these teams, but when you think about it, VICI on a couple of those rounds, they did have a whole lot of people alive at the end. Tiger, they were falling a little bit there, but the rounds that Tiger are clawing back in are getting very, very close.
Yep, and if Tiger are able to win out this half, it's really thanks to some individual efforts really coming to the end of it. You've seen a lot of rounds where they've gotten these multi-frags. Advent, as you said, was tucked away earlier in a corner and just lull Urcast into a false sense of security. But NCL really well done on that retake.
Super smart positioning. And Urcast just not going too wide there as he came through a main, so couldn't quite spot the man in the corner. Well, Advent gets away with murder, but it's Tiger that takes the round away. And here we are, Nine again, just throwing that early smoke at the bottom of Con. Timing not going to be in his favour. As a flash comes through, and so does the rotation. VICI looking to regroup over towards the A main area and look to go for a hit again.
Yeah, might see the same old smokes coming into connector as well as jungle, or it might be a different set of smokes. And I'd like to see a different set of smokes coming out to allow VG to get that bomb plant down and kind of play a little bit more further back. A big stack from Tiger on the B bomb site, but it's the incorrect read this time around. Nine's going to see a lot of utility flooding out and goes, guys, A site executes coming out. Going to need a bit of assistance over here as VG are able to take A site pretty much uncontested for now.
Flash into CT, but it is just 5v5 for the retake situation. Very open plant there for VICI, and they're going to be able to do with this what they want.
Yep, this is the optimal situation, honestly, for both sides right now. Tiger were playing retake A. They've got lots of utility to just molly out these positions and smoke off A ramp and Palace. So out comes the flashbangs, out comes a few of the smoke grenades. There's the one onto the bomb. Molly into Tetris. Beautiful stuff coming out from Tiger, but they have to get the guns firing soon. Time is ticking away, and Zoking's making it difficult. Out comes the swings right now, and it's frantic, but time has just dwindled away. Tiger couldn't find those kills nice and early on. The VG going to strike back with the 5th round of their own.
Anything was taken out of that round by Tiger, it was the fact that they just damaged that economy from VICI and are going to keep them honest, at least. Even though they've got that 5th round now, Tiger still taking 3 rifles across. Could go for the force here. The money isn't great. Someone will have to take a hit in terms of maybe a FAMAS, maybe a SMG. And it looks like that's going to be dropped across to Dobu there. But it's something, and we've seen them win with these mixed buys so far, and let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, definitely have. Tiger have done themselves a big favor so far. A lot of these rounds where they realize it's too dangerous to be going in, they're saving and keeping some weapons that win them the next round as well. So Zoking already legged by the saved AWP. 9. Doing some early damage as Urcast is just watching unders. They're still stacking B. Once again, it's going to be NCL and Cabal challenging B apps, and now Urcast, he's been spotted out and he's still trying to fight against 2 people. No way is he able to do so.
Yeah, you could see that they were fighting a little bit for the underpass position there, and VICI ended up playing that one together and coming out on top. Now we do see, again, after that pick and showing themselves over towards mid, we, again, rotating back over towards A, just very confident with their A utility usage and looking to secure another round off it. This time, however, look at Dobu's position. He is pushed straight in to A main.
It definitely could work out quite well. But Tiger, they've taken a lot of damage. Advent, he's the one that's actually on the receiving end of Dobu. The rest of the players coming out of Palace instead. This is really risky for Kaze to be proceeding by himself at the moment. Has to wait for Orman to get in position. So VG just a little bit scattered out at the moment. They have to change the look on how they're going to be approaching the A bomb site.
Push comes through. Dobu in a strong position here at default. Can Jamyoung deal with him? He's been very good on the entry so far this game. And it's the last bit of util being thrown. Goes under Balk though, and Dobu goes forward, finds himself, and almost gets the spray transfer, but Jamyoung is there ready for his own trade. Cabal, he's got a nice line there with the AWP, but Pal player doesn't need to make his way through. It's going to be Kaze walking into the AWP himself, and 9 couldn't get it done. So double AWP set up, perfect for the retake. 9 cops some damage, but gives a bit more than what he receives as Tiger keep 3 alive and take another round for it. 8-5 now as VICI. Can they turn this into an 8-7 scenario? The money, after losing those weapons for the last couple of rounds, is now in question, and not everyone can buy.
Yeah, I mean, they can get a couple of pistols here. Maybe Orman can drop a couple of Tech 9s, depending on how VG want to approach this round. It definitely worked earlier on over to the B bomb site, but this time Cabal does have that AWP. Already VG taking their 3rd tactical timeout in the first half. A lot of things to be concerned about for them, because Tiger has not been the easy opposition that they were expecting so far. And in all honesty, Tiger have earned the majority of these rounds. Some really great individual clutch plays coming forward, but also just understanding when they have to give up sides of the map, when they need to stop fighting, and when they do need to actually start challenging positions. And it's working an absolute dime for them. Dobu just getting that single kill and buying time. That was enough for Tiger to re-establish their defenses, even when they were down 4-on-5.
And it's interesting to see that we are almost all the way through the first half, and VICI, they only have 1 tactical timeout left, so they're certainly utilizing every single piece they can, but if they need one in the second half, they're not going to be able to use one.
Well, not going to have many to use, that's for sure, because they've burnt through all of them, almost. Once again, Cabal nice and early into B apartments, looking to just hold that pixel angle. As the rest of Tiger, just keeping it dynamic. Once again, more emphasis being placed over at the B bomb site. It's going to be another retake A on this double AWP setup. Mid left completely open for the T's to take, which some of them will probably slowly start doing. You've got the 1 in underpass and 2 at top mid. But the question is, what are VG going to be doing with this map control?
Well, the bomb is at the back of apartments, so we'll see if we are about to see another B split come through VICI. They've really liked it, but they don't necessarily have the utility for it. You've got Orman and Kaze with those smokes, but they're over towards the B site. Jump across, Cabal spots it, and he's going to be baited out as well. Advent on the line, but he can't go toe-to-toe with just the Deagle. Molotov going to stop him in his tracks because he's down to 10 HP. But now we see this large rotation coming out from VICI, and fortunately for Tiger, they haven't spotted that bomb, so they, I was going to say, aren't going to rotate, but Nine's gone very deep into CT and won't spot anyone coming out of A main at least.
That's fine. That was their entire intention initially, was just allowing VG just to get the bomb plant down. It's no longer that's money that's the concern. It's the round count for Tiger. They don't care if they lose 1 or 2 guns. They're in the penultimate round right now.
Nine now going forward, spots the cross. Oh, beautiful shot onto Zoking. Lines it up there at default and smacks him through the smoke. Now we do see the bomb making its way over to triple. The cover is there. Orman, great job to stop Urcast from spamming that one down. Smoke at the top of the con was more than enough. And now it is going to be Dobu taking on Advent. Spots him up above, and Advent couldn't get the job done. Falls down. Dobu wants some more as well.
Cabal is pretty much out of this round so far. He knows that there's one that could be really close. Orman's managed to make his way all the way after taking that engagement from Connector, makes his way to short, could find an AWP. There's no smoke cover, doesn't matter. You don't need smoke cover when you've got AWP cover. And Tiger, he pick up 9, can make it double digits in a very strong defensive half so far. But VG, now they've got a full buy coming into the final one as well. This half definitely has been very exciting so far. And finally, maybe on the B stream, we might be able to see 3 maps.
Very stock standard shots coming through from Nine and just making sure everything is locked down there on the retake. Stops the initial man trying to get the entry, and then another as well to close it out. Absolutely beautiful gameplay. Even coming out from both sides. The fact that VICI didn't have many guns going into this round, they still did decent damage and secured that bomb plant. So props to them. But now we're going into the final round of the half. This will dictate how the second half goes. Is it going to be 9-6? Is it going to be 10-5? That round will matter. And mid control, maintained now by the T's. VICI, they've already gone for this fast boost into window. And Tiger, they have no idea.
Yeah, and Zoking, he's just straight on the initiative to try to take this B apps control, and he might have just been able to find a weakness in the defense. Cabal able to slot one. He looks the wrong way though, as now Zoking's coming in from behind. They're more concerned about short and B apps, and now Cabal is going to get shot in the side of the head as Zoking's clearing out the rest of the side. There is absolutely nothing that he can do, and Nine just a little bit too late to the party.
Tiger so confused as to why he was there. But some great movement by VICI and some great holds as well. Zoking holds strong, great position, and he doesn't go for the jiggle either. Nine, he's made some noise. Shot baited out, couldn't hit the flick though. And it's going to be the 2v2 as it's brought back. Nine looking very sharp on the AWP, but it's Kaze and Advent that need to hold this one out for VICI.
Still a 2-on-2 as well. Kaze's burning, has to relocate, and it relocates straight into Urcast crosshair. And now it's all down to Advent, who's now made his position clear to where it is. Nine taps it once, gunfire comes out, Advent's bought enough time, and Nine, you know, cold zero, mate. There it is a cold zero shot, but there's no time whatsoever. So VG, they will at least be able to take 6. Coming to the second half.
Yeah, beautiful shot coming out from Nine to finish off the first half there. He got the kill, but he couldn't get around there for Tiger. 9-6, as you've stated. We've still got another whole half of action, and it's on the other side of this break, so we will see you soon.
Into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Stay up all night, and I take it all, nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise.
And I feel the lies and I feel the same. Forever who we are, no matter if we're cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you won't be where we'll
Beautiful action coming out in the first half here for the second matchup of the day. Tiger surprising Kev of all people to go 9-6 into the half. Very strong showing initially. Look, I think they've surprised a lot more people there as well. VICI, a bit of a slow start, but can they pick it up in the second half? They're going to be on the defense. They are able to, I guess, control the pace and maybe even go aggressive if they really want. That's not the VICI we're used to seeing, but the structure looked very strong.
Yeah, I mean, structure from both sides looked really, really good. And Tiger just coming up on top on a lot of those critical rounds at the end there. So you've got to say that Tiger giving themselves a good chance in this series, but still this first map not over and done just yet.
Yeah, well, speaking of, look at the odds up there. GG Bet favouring Tiger at this point.
No, not favouring just yet. It's just swung a little bit.
Look, it's favouring.
That's not favouring.
That's
it is
favouring?
No, you're
what
right.
What are you talking about?
No, you're right. I'm cooked. Never mind. I'm wrong.
What
the hell is wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
I'm going to go commit Sudoku because apparently I can't do maths and I need to do some more maths practice. There you go.
Well, second pistol is underway and it is going to be a bit of a split towards the A site. VICI, good positions, playing insight here and seemingly have done their homework, expecting a push up con, which is exactly what we're going to see. Stairs cleared out and VICI haven't been spotted yet.
Yeah, just all the members just keeping pretty much hidden on the site. But 9, look at how he's crawling into triple. Out comes a flashbang. Car's at a peek out, but he whiffs every single shot. The bomb plant, though, NCL, just in the middle, no man's land. 9 is fighting out on different angles. This has gone really messy for both sides. And Kaze, he just can't hit anything at the moment. He's just whiffing absolutely everything. Unfortunate for VG, but for Tiger, they still have a chance to get the bomb plant down relatively uncontested right now. They've got 4 members up against the single one of Jam Young. There's nothing that he can do. Oh no, you hate to see it if you're a Kaze fan because that was pretty bad.
That was interesting to watch, Tiger. You've got 9 there just going for the jumping Glock and...
That's the biggest whiff so far I've seen, to be honest. That has been that was pretty rough. Just unable to connect any shot, and unfortunately, that means that the pistol is once again taken by Tiger. It's already on that T side, can try to build up that economy nice and early. Now, what I don't want to see is hesitation like yesterday. We need to see a bit more commitment coming out from the members, coming in together and working like a hand.
Well, Tiger getting to the double digits first and starting the second half strong. Will we see VICI cause the upset here? At the moment, they're going for a very aggressive play. There's going to be a whole lot of information. Kaze with the scout. You don't want to be peeking this man. And Cabal finds out the hard way, losing half of his HP there. Kaze wants some more. Almost gets the timing shot off as Cabal continuing to fight. This is a risky situation to be in. And Orman, a little bit too late on the push there. Him and Advent, they've gained a whole world of information though, and a kill as well. It is going to be traded out, and an AK now retrieved for the CTs. This one certainly favouring them, given the amount of map control they've come out of this engagement with.
But look at Tiger, they're just straight retaking it. No fear from NCL as well as Dovu. They're just sending their guns straight in. They're not worried about too many corners. Orman has retrieved that AK and backed off, so still a 4-on-4. But Tiger do have a member in Connector as well as Palace. So at the very least, yellow extremities on the A bomb site taken. And the bomb is going to be heading over to the A bomb site. Zoking going to be holding close to the 5-7. And you have to see 9 making a bit of a move soon with the Mac-10 just to try to alleviate some of the pressure that Tiger have trying to enter through. Time is starting to dwindle away and only 2 smokes for them to use as well. Zoking trying to find the edge of the shots. Not going to work out. Finally, 9 peeks out and Zoking a drive-by, but he's just by himself at that stage. Single kill, not good enough.
Big flash in the CT. 9 gets a whole lot of info, clearing out that position, and the bomb's going to be planted for him as well. He will get to go toe-to-toe. Kaze get mobbed up as well as Orman, and there it is, Dobu dealing the final blow. 11 on the board. VICI, however, getting a lot of extra damage done to the economy, but they forced into it, so this round's going to be easy-peasy for Tiger.
I was going to say, that picture of the HE just flying in, that's like moments that precede unfortunate events. If I'm just spraying an AK and I see an HE just flying straight at my face, I'm not having a good time. So VG, that force buy doesn't work out for them. And Tiger just build up this bank at the moment.
So VICI, aggressive play up mid. Orman makes the short jump and is going to continue moving forward. Goes off the back of a beautiful flash as well. And Jamyoung, gets it done. It's the USPs putting in groundwork. A couple of rifles retrieved now, and this is getting dangerous for Tiger.
Yeah, Dobu, though, taking a lot of damage as well, trying to get a kill, but he had the bomb. Now Urkas also tagged down very, very low. This is how are the pistols working out for VG when the force buy didn't work out? Tiger not expecting that aggression. And it's always that mid-USB play that seems to work out time and time again for the CT signs. But Urkas doesn't matter. 1 HP, 3 HP. He's still alive. He can still do damage.
And he's got something to say about this one. Orman on the opposing side of the smoke. He doesn't have the armor, but tries to go for the spray transfer. Made the hard read, and it almost worked out for him as well. It's going to be almost back to the 1-on-1, but it's Cabal taking it down the other K-man. That's going to be Kaze. As we do see the score doubled now for Tiger. 12 for 6 over VICI. Strong start of the second half.
Yeah, and a Tiger pretty much take the next 2 without... I mean, even if they trade the next 2 rounds, 2 for 2, they're in a really good position to actually close out Mirage nice and early on. VG, they finally do have that buy round out. A lot of utility for them to play with. Let's see what Tiger have got in store for us in the executes. Looks like they're sending 2 out mid. And Orman's going to be straight out nice and early. No smoke at mid means that Tiger really can't contest this. Just 9 on the AWP. Watching Connector for now.
Kaze, big opening kill there onto Cabal. Straight through apartments again. On a nice tight line, and then CL doesn't want to suffer the same fate, so he doesn't go for the re-aggression. Still decent control, but you can see Tiger just progressively making their way through out towards the A side. It's Dobu who goes out dry, and Bink comes through. Zoking just barely going to be spotted there. However, Jamyoung comes to his saviour, and there it is. It's going to be the 5v3 in a hard position for Tiger to play out of.
Orman, though, in a crossfire with Zoking as well. Looks like Urkar's going to be on the off angle to see if they can try to catch out Zoking. Not going to be the case for now. The bomb, though, has been left in spawn, and with 40 seconds left, Urkas finally finds his mark, but someone needs to go back and grab that. It has to be NCL. They still have no territory outside of CT spawn and connector. And 2 CTs, aren't they aware of this right now? They're both watching away. Urcast has managed to create an opening for Tiger.
Large and in charge. Tiger are back into the round. 9 can get extra damage done still with the AWP. It doesn't matter that he's only on 18 HP. And still moving forward. Oh, barrel of the scope could have been spotted. No, Kaze not quite wide enough, but he's on a tight line and he's going to be gifted that one. 9 falling, and it's up to NCL now in the 1v2. He plants in the smoke with minimal time remaining. Won't be mopped up, but he still has to exit. Makes the perfect decision and catches the timing, but Advent catches him in the head as well. And there it is. VICI, they've lost 3, but they've taken the round. So the economy will take a hit even though they've won it, but they've got 7 on the board, and it's the rounds that they need.
Yeah, and they need to just try to upkeep as many rounds as they can. Just try to bully this Tiger economy into submission right now. Tiger can still buy a few weapons here, but I think they'd be better serviced with maybe armor and pistols. A bit of a misplay coming out from VG. I think not respecting the fact that Urcast will be pushing in so hard and so deep. We saw that in a previous round with VG where it was Zoking that did the same but went through B instead. Now Tiger, that's it. A couple of pistols and body armor just to make sure they keep their money in line. And a couple of players with 5k who are able to drop over a few pistols just to give them a better chance at maybe trying to do some damage and maybe trying to win this round as well.
And it's good to see today 9 is certainly having a much better day. Yesterday had a bit of a slow start, but so far on the AWP, he's been connecting everything. And there's going to be a faster approach. Cabal straight down the middle of the site through the smokes, but the flash is not blinding his opponents. And that is going to be the first pick going for VICI. Pistols may be able to cause the upset. There's 2 quick ones. NCL and Urcast get him into it. The Dobu running blind with the P250. It's a 4v2, and VICI are already packing their bags.
Yep, they have to call a save on that. The picks from the pistol just too strong. Everyone just dying on the B bomb site, even though the smokes work out for VG. Tiger just too sharp. Who would win, some FAMASas or P250s and Tech 9s? Well, we know the answer for that. Advent is having an absolute shocker at the moment. 6 for 17.
Not the usual Advent that we are used to seeing. But even still, look at that Tiger come out of this with much more money than they began with. There's going to be a couple of free upgrades. AK retrieved. M4 as well as that FAMAS, but do you really want to be carrying this FAMAS forward? It's all about, is it a bonus round, or would you just like to go for the upgrade and make sure you lock this one down? VICI, the economy rather, is not there right now, and Tiger are about to move on to a 14th round. If they can close this out up against, what, an M4, an AWP, maybe a force buy, if they want to go for that, I don't think they will.
No, that's a force buy because Jam Young's actually dropped that M4 over to Orman, so...
Every time I always write off a force buy, it happens. Every single time.
To be fair, Jordy, I'd agree with you more. I would say that they shouldn't have force bought into this. I mean, even if it works, it's just so risky. They could have kept that single eco. They would have had a really good buy after that. They would have had a lot more utility to work with. Okay, it looks like Orman Zoking just got banged out through smoke. Urcast just a little bit too... how does he contain that big brain in his head? No one understands. Scientists hate him. Find out how one Mongolian man has more intelligence than, I don't know, all of Asian Counter-Strike combined, I would say sometimes.
Oh, big calls.
Pretty smart dude, that man. And he's showing it. VG are being taken down. Once again, Tiger haven't won the map just yet. And now VG actually going on the aggression at A main. They've pushed all the way to T spawn. It's only Urcast that's been left lurking in Palace, but now finally they've been spotted out. Zoking can't really land the shots, and Cabal trying to tap away with the AK as well.
Huge.
On 1 HP of HP.
And the aggression doesn't work out initially, but Orman on the second charge gets himself a pick. 4 minimal damage, he's back to 46 HP, and Cabal is 1 point away from dying, so it could be a 3v3 in a matter of moments, but we'll see where VICI decide to go. They're going to hedge their bets all the way to the B site. That's the full stack, and they know with the economy, at least if they're wrong here, they will be able to save, so going forward, not such a bad decision.
Yep, but Tiger just grouping up to the A site instead, going out through Palace together, which is a pretty safe decision. At most, VT are going to have maybe one person in Palace after I think it was Orman was able to win that aim deal against Urkast. You clear this position out, okay. Maybe there's one lurking on the A-bomb side at most. You kill him, and you can take that pretty much for ease. NCL doesn't really have utility to throw, and he's not making any noise, so it looks like he's just going to come in through connector. As Tiger should be able to secure this round. No defense, really. The only failing they can have right now is if the bomb planter doesn't really put it down, and Dobu, all he needs to do is just hold mouse one. He's won the round.
So Advent had an opportunity to find a pick onto NCL, but he wasn't able to connect a thing. And there it is. And Tiger, they found themselves another. And if Cabal survives this, look, I'm going to be surprised. Thought he might have managed to get into a situation where he takes another fight, but he will just be surviving. As long as he gets away from the bomb. There was a point yesterday. It was Tiger, right? Was it Tiger, or
yeah.
where they would just hang around near the bomb for way too long and just fall to it, making sure that the round was secured.
Oh, no, Cabal, what are you... Oh,
Where?
no, Cabal!
What do you... No.
Give
There's
that
no
orb
way.
over to Dobu.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no! What is going on there? He's going to die anyway. What
are you doing?
Oh, my goodness. As soon as I said that... Look, Tigers still win the round. They're still up 14-7. They're in a prime position to take this map, but it was a bit of a comedy act towards the end there. The two masks, tragedy and comedy. Tragedy for VG, comedy right now for Tigers. Cabal, he could have gone in all these different ways. He takes a smart option, and Dobu just looks at him and goes, give me the gun, you're going to die anyway.
I think it's the theory there is, oh no, I've got to exit Pal on my own towards T-spawn. If they're there, we lose the AWP. Okay, well, if I'm going to die anyway, I may as well make sure the AWP survives to the next round. Let's go to CT and just cop the L. But there it is. They have a new round now, and Kaze's back on the big green himself. But he can't quite connect initially. Cops some damage, drops the smoke to boot just to stop that molly from burning him alive.
Yep. NCL trying to just charge up through Catwalk as well. Zoking's just watching that angle already from Connect Zone. That smoke's not good enough to stop that angle. So already Tiger trying to take that initiative nice and early, challenging mid, forcing Kaze back. Still VG. They've got some deep B apps control thanks to Advent just being absolutely aggressive right now. Urkast once again just lurking around Palace. Tiger going to be grouping up for this A side hit once again. 9 going to be lurking inside that connector position. It's so interesting. 9, he's the primary AWPer, but given the situation, he switches that AWP over and decides to take the rifle in key impact positions. We didn't see this yesterday. Oftentimes he was caught out in a different position with an AWP. Not so the case this time.
Can we just highlight his score? They're 22 for 7. He's on fire right now. And continuing to go forward, deep smoke at jungle and starting to make this split happen. Tiger, they're going to be stuck behind a Molotov of their own. And Zoking, he's the last line of defense. Good movement to get out to triple. Teammate coming through jungle as well, but Urkast on the trade, gets the wall bang. And Orman just with the UMP needs to go huge here if we want to see VICI have any chance in the round.
Still on 3-3 though, and Orman's in a position to do damage. Bomb not crossing to site just yet, and there's an AWP in CT, so eventually they're going to have to face into connector, and it is going to be Dobu just facing people. Advent does really well to tag a bar down low. Kaze, all he needs to hit is this wall bang, but he can't land it in time. So now they know where the AWP for VG is. And Cabal just trying to dance around, take the angle.
And just looking for that final bullet, swaps over to the AK and can't cross to safety because Urkast is on a rampage again. 19 for 11 for him and 15-7 up on the board. It could be the final round here. Let's see if Tiger can close it out now.
Yeah, and Urkast just wallbanging Jam Young before he can even do anything, and Cabal assisting with that and the triple. Cabal 9 HP, that's the difference. Advent, like I said, it's really not his month so far. It's not December, I guess, so you can't really crack it open. 7-18, really falling behind. You can kind of see why. If he had a rifle just there, could have been a different story. Nevertheless, it is coming into maybe the final round for VG. They're buying everything that they can, but huge lack of utility across the board.
Now, Kaze, we highlighted him in the pre-match. Oh my god, that was so dangerous. 9, very unfortunate to not hit that. Just couldn't quite spot it through the smoke of the molly. Now, VICI are fully aware of the position of the AWP. That's going to go on a rotation, however, all the way back towards the A site with the bomb. As Tiger might just go for the A split again, but as you can see, VICI here, you've got Jam Young up on the balcony just waiting for a pal peek. He might even go for a push himself.
Yep, Urkast once again, just lurking out through Palace as a full set of utility. Tiger pretty healthy, nice and early on. Have a few smokes that they can also use as well. 2 smokes left in the coffins. And it's really interesting to note that Urkast actually doesn't go for a smoke with this setup. He's got an HE, 2 flashbangs and a Molotov inside this palace. Doesn't have a smoke grenade to use it nice and early to get maybe a mid-smoke down. 40 seconds left. Jam Young does drop his smoke, 3 on the A bomb site, but they're really scared about mid because Tiger did show presence earlier, and now there's a bit of a change-up. 3 coming out of Palace as Jam Young, huge work that he needs to do right now as he pushes into the smoke.
This is looking like humongous yesterday, hiding in the smoke, but there's the fade. Couldn't get a single kill, but he got the bink onto Dobu, and that's the info bomb spotted. Now here comes the rotation from VICI. Heavy presence on Kaze, but he's only good for 1. Now it's all up to Zoking to buy some extra time for these rotations, or is it the retake? No, he goes forward through the smoke. Cabal at the ready. Couldn't get the jump over to Sandwich, and there it is. It's the 2v3. Tiger still need to play the post plants, and it's all down to Orman and Justifamis. This is looking certainly unlikely. Can he get it in? NCL just trying to work the timing. And it looks like Tiger getting ready all to peek this one together. Smoke down onto the bomb, but there's the line. Cabal in the perfect spot. First map going to be taken by Tiger, who secure their